to week number 5.
The first of the bye weeks,
And
people.
this season is going by like that.
Yes,
So-
flip.
We're going to get started with
Yeah.
Thursday night. We're doing this on a...
On a Saturday morning.
Yes.
Saturday morning, we predicted the Thursday games.
And I got it right, and he got it wrong, as the Falcons did win
Man,
36
he's right.
to 30. I predicted the Falcons to win 33 to 31, and he predicted the Buccaneers to win 31 to 27. Which,
Yeah.
if Koo missed that field goal, tie the game, which he almost did, he would have been 1 point off.
I would have been.
Impressive.
Yeah.
But let's get started with Sunday Jets. Vikings. It's a Sam Darnold revenge game in London.
In London, folks.
And I think Sam Darnold's going to show up with some revenge. You see the
He's
jersey I'm wearing.
pissed. He's pissed.
He's pissed of all the years the Jets have he's wasted on the Jets. The Jets have basically ruined his career. He's
Yep.
finally doing good. He wants
Yeah,
to
he's
show
doing.
them.
He couldn't be doing any better, actually.
And I don't
He's
know.
in the MVP conversation.
He is. He's the top guy. And I think he's going to show the Jets out, though. I think the Jets are going to compete. And it's going to be close still. But I think close-ish. But I think the Vikings are going to wind up winning by 10. 27 to 17. Vikings.
The big question is Devontae Adams has an injury in Vegas, and he's going to be traded. That's the big rumor, and a lot of people think it might be the Jets.
But not this week.
It's not going to happen before tomorrow morning, I'll tell you that. I think Minnesota is on a run. I think they are the best team in football right now,
Well, they won
which is
this week.
surprisingly so. I don't know, that's what the NFL app said.
And
I'm gonna roll with the Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings.
And I'm not gonna pick the Jets, that's for sure. I'm gonna go Minnesota. I think we're gonna have a really good 9:30 a.m. game, which I'm excited for. My friend who lives in LA always told me how much fun it is to watch games that start at 10. Tomorrow morning, I get that opportunity by watching one that starts at 9:30. I am gonna go with the Vikings.
Ooh.
29 to 27. A close one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next up we have at 1 o'clock. This is the game of the week. We got the Bills. We got the Texans. If you saw my sports broadcasting video, Season 2, Episode 3, I predicted this game. So, if you want to see my prediction there, you gotta watch that episode.
You gotta watch.
And I'm gonna write down my prediction, but you are not gonna find out here. You gotta watch it.
Oh, look at that. You gotta watch it. What about my prediction?
You can do
Can they
your
know my
prediction.
prediction?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, so Benny's prediction is... I disagree with that prediction. I don't think Houston has a chance.
Really?
Yeah, even though
the
you
Strouds
picked,
are gonna...
even though you picked Houston to win 69 to nothing.
I did not.
I think Buffalo's gonna win 69 to nothing.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Put it in.
In Houston, I am gonna go Houston with the victory here. Yeah, I think Houston's
we
gonna pull it
agree?
off, 35 to 28. I don't know why I picked that score. I just felt like it.
Alright,
All right.
so next up
We got the battle of two of the worst teams in the
the
league.
29 and the 30th team in the power rankings. We got the Dolphins. We got the Pats. I've got the Pats upsetting the Dolphins. The Dolphins still have
Yeah.
Tyreek.
Their quarterback
They
is
have
not
Tua.
Tua.
But I think the Pats defense, I think the Pats are going to get done. The Dolphins are going to compete, but it's going to be I think this is going to be an ugly matchup. The Patriots are going to win it 16-6.
I like the Pats here too. I see this as maybe a Hunter Henry game. And I think Miami is 17-14. Pats win.
You did 7, I don't know. Okay. So, next up I got Panthers taking on the Bears. Two teams that have a lot of question marks right now. But I think the Bears, they've looked good. Panthers have also looked good the last few weeks.
Yeah, ever
Yes.
since Adam, what's his name? That's the guy, that quarterback, the redhead.
Andy Dalton.
Andy
yeah.
Dalton, folks. Andy
So,
Dalton.
we got the Bears, who Caleb Williams looked good last week against the Rams. I didn't watch that game, but I heard he did good. And then we have Devontae Swift, after I had to drop him in fantasy because my team was too good, I needed to drop someone, goes off. And then we had Chuba Hubbard and Andy Dalton and Devontae Johnson go off in Carolina 2 weeks ago against the Raiders. They lost to the Bengals last week, and it's just this game could be either or. I think it's going to come down right to the end. I think it's going to be tied at 20, heading into overtime, and I think the Bears are going to get it done to win it 26-20.
Carolina is an exciting team ever since Andy Dalton came on, and they certainly are a much better chance of competing. However, I think the Bears are a scrappy team that finds a way to win, even when they don't produce on offense. And I think that's what's going to happen again here. I'm going to go Bears 18, Carolina 12.
All right. Is that an overtime or
no? That's a straight up regulation.
So I got the Bengals taking on the Ravens. Both these teams have had interesting seasons. Ravens coming off a big win against the Bills.
Yeah,
when they won 35-10, and the Bengals coming off their first win, less impressive against the Panthers. However, you know how the NFL works. I think tied at 24. This game goes into overtime, and I think if you want to find out who wins, you gotta watch my
here we go again.
Broadcasting episode as I predicted.
Yeah.
I gave you a spoiler. As I predicted,
you gotta be in it to win it. You gotta go see Benny.
But it is an overtime game.
It's an overtime game. I'm gonna go with Baltimore looked really good.
They did, but they
and it's gonna be a shame to see a team like the Bengals that I know has a lot of talent end up at 1-4. But I think Baltimore is gonna find a way to win this game, 30-27.
Okay. All right, good game. That's a good game.
Yeah.
So now we are on to
Jacksonville,
Colts.
the only 0-4 team in the league.
How did that happen? Taking on the Anthony Richardson-less Colts, I believe.
No, I think he's playing. It's questionable, no?
However, the Jaguars are just struggling. I think Doug Peterson is out. He is going to be out very soon.
Do we have a special guest? Yes, send him out. Send out the special guest.
But it could really be either or. I didn't even...
Maybe not.
I didn't get to predict games this week, so I'm doing this on the fly, but...
Did we notice this Patriots hat with the Jets jersey, by the way?
Okay, so we got... it's going to be a close game, but... Okay, we need to focus on this.
Okay, focus on this.
Dude, this is going to be a flop-up. I'm going to let you
flop
go
up. It's going to be a flop-up. I don't think it's going to be a flop-up. I think Jacksonville is in the toilet. And I think that Indy plays these games where their offense stinks, yet they also, kind of like the Bears, find a way to win. Maybe with the running game, maybe with JT. And I think that's going to happen here. I think they're going to find a way to defeat the worst team in the league. And I think they're going to do it soundedly 24-10.
Alright, so Colts, Jaguars. I think Joe Flacco in this week. Richardson needs another week to recover. I think the Colts are going to take care of the Jaguars. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the end. But I think Colts are going to get it done 24-22.
Wow.
Last second field goal to win it.
All right. Cleveland traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders, one of the most exciting teams this year. The Washington Commanders, quarterbacked by Jaden Daniels, who has become a stud.
So, the Commanders last week dominated against the Cardinals. Now we got them back against Cleveland, a top defense, and this defense is good. So, but we got Deshaun Watson, who's struggled. I think we're going to see...
I think Deshaun Watson's going to get benched at some point this season. And I think you're going to have a really interesting situation where Cleveland mortgages their future for this guy that was supposed to be their savior. and he ends up being a dud. And then Baker Mayfield ends up going to Tampa Bay and being the stud that he always was.
Yep.
What do you know, folks?
Yep. That
Sucks to be a Browns fan.
Yeah, poor Browns, and I think that's going to show here. However, the Browns are going to compete, but I think the Commanders are going to get it done. It won't
Yes,
be
they are.
as a high-scoring game as last week for the Commanders, but I think the Commanders are going to get it done 21. The Commanders 21 to the Browns 13.
Good.
Yes.
All right. I think the Commanders are going to light it up. Kinda. I know the Browns do have a decent defense. I see another big Jaden Daniels game. I'm going to say 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
That'd be good.
For
Jaden Daniels?
For Jaden Daniels.
Oh,
and I'm going to say Washington wins this one 35-17.
all right, so now we have
We're on to the
Sunday
4
at
o'clock
4.
games. Remember, this is the first bye week.
All right,
What are you laughing about?
We got 2-2 teams, the Raiders and the Broncos. Who thought these 2 teams would both be 2-2? I thought it'd be till week 8 where each of these teams had 2 wins at least, but that's
Yeah, we are.
NFL for you. So
We are.
we got
Devontae
Minshew,
Adams is not playing.
We got Knicks. I think the Broncos and Sean Payton more experience. Devontae Adams not playing. The Raiders going through a bit. I think it's gonna be an easy win for Denver. And I think the Raiders will get Denver later in the season, but just where the 2 teams are at right now, I think Denver is gonna get it done.
I do too.
And I got Denver winning it. Denver 29 to the Raiders 10.
I think Sean Payton is going to put on a uniform and play in this game. What? And I think he's going to take the Vegas Raiders to town. And Bo Nix and Sean Payton are going to team up to kick some butt, some Raider butt. And they don't have Adams, and they're just not going to be that great without him. So I'm going to go Denver in a game that's probably not going to be that awesome. 14 to Vegas 10.
All right, so now we have the Cardinals taking on the 49ers.
This could be a good game with a lot of offense.
I think we're going to see a lot of offense in this game with Arizona taking the lead. Then I think Arizona goes ahead to a 21-7 lead. Niners come back, tie it at 21, take the lead 28-21.
Did you just say McCaffrey comes back?
No, Niners come back.
Oh, just the Niners.
Cardinals tie it up at 28. Niners take the lead to make it 31-28. Cardinals get a touchdown, and in the final drive, the Niners are going to pull off the win as time expires to win 37-35 in the game
Who
of
wins?
the week. Niners.
Niners.
And another heartbreaker for the Cardinals,
Wow.
as they're going to fall to 1-4.
Wow, I could see that exact same thing happening. A lot of offense. I'm hoping for a big game. I see a big game for all the 49ers receivers. I see a big game for the Cardinals receivers, and probably the run game as well. I see overall really balanced offense and not such great defense. And I see San Francisco pulling this off 32-29.
All right.
All right.
So now we have the New York Giants taking on the Seahawks, who lost last week to, I don't even remember who. And the Giants, which are 1-3.
Detroit.
Oh yeah,
They lost to Detroit.
And I think
On Monday night.
I think Seattle's gonna show up here. This game won't be that exciting, won't be that. But I think Jones is
And
gonna
Neighbors
make it.
is out.
Oh.
Malik Neighbors is out.
Well, that's
so
gonna change up the prediction a bit.
I think their running back is out too. Singletary, I think he's out as well.
Yep.
The
So
Giants are gonna bite.
you got
I
the
think it's gonna be
Giants.
Seattle, like, gosh, I don't know, 27
Okay.
to zip.
Really?
I think we're gonna have a shutout, folks.
I think the Giants, they're a good enough team. They're going to put up some points. So I think it's going to be...
Nope.
But they're still... I think it's going to be Seahawks 19 to the Giants 6.
Okay.
And now we got the Packers and the Rams.
This could be a good game.
McVay taking on LaFleur, 2 old friends from the Commanders years ago. And Yeah, I think this time it's going to be all the Packers. I just think the Rams, too many issues to figure out. They're 1-3. Somehow they're able to beat the Niners. The NFL is weird like that, but I think today's the Packers' day. Jordan Love's going to get his first win of the year, and I think it's going to be a 30-18 victory for the Packers.
Yeah, I think Jordan Love hasn't won yet.
He has the 2 games he's
They
missed.
played and he lost. Wow,
They've
how do you like
won.
that? Yeah, I like Green Bay here too. Christian Watson's out. Romeo Dobbs, I heard, is out. So we're looking at Jaden Reed and this guy Dontavian Wicks as being the primary receivers, and they're both very freaking talented players. And Jordan Love, as we know, is an excellent quarterback, and the Rams have chock full of injuries. I don't think it's going to be even close, but I do think the Rams might be able to run the ball a little bit because they have that awesome running back in Kyren Williams. However, I think Green Bay should take care of the Rams. It probably will be a little close, but I'm going to go Rams. Rams 27, Green Bay 21.
All right, and now we got the Cowboys.
Wait, no. Sorry. Green Bay 27, Rams 21. That's what I meant.
So you have the tie? That's what it looks
No. Oh, yeah, it does look like that. Yeah, I'm gonna cross that out, and I'm gonna give them a 19.
Okay. Well, okay, score change. All right, so
Okay.
we got the Cowboys taking
Sunday night.
on the Steelers.
3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers in the Steel City.
I want to predict the Steelers, but I just think it's the Cowboys' time. It's going to be close. It's going to come down right to the end. And I think we're going to see a lot of defense in this game. Not much offense. But I think the Steelers, as time expires, are going to get the winning touchdown. And I'm going Steelers 17-16.
I could see a game like that.
After the Cowboys go up 16-3.
I'm going Dallas in this one, though. They have virtually no run game to speak of.
They do that.
But they do have
Both
C.D. effing Lamb, and he is the studliest stud of all the studs. And I think that Dallas is going to win this game over the Pittsburgh Steelers. 21-18.
Alright, so now we have Monday Night Football where the Saints are taking on the Chiefs, and I think it's gonna be more defense and offense. And I think the Chiefs are gonna win another 1-score game. It's gonna come
You think
down.
Chiefs are going to be the only undefeated
I think
team
the
still?
Saints score the winning touchdown, but then there's a flag, and then it gets called back, and the Chiefs win 20-16
Wow.
because of the refs.
You know what? I'm going to go bold here. And I am going to put my neck out on the line. And I'm going to say that New Orleans gets the upset over Kansas City in Kansas City. And everyone's freaking out. New Orleans 21. KC 20.
So
Yep.
there we have it, folks.
There we have it.
Week number 5 in the books. Thank you for watching. See you guys next week.
Peace out.
Bye.
Yo.